What's up, you guys? It's your girl Inspired checking in with what's going on. And today we have with us Miss Shari Beckford. How are you doing today, Queen?
I am doing wonderful. It's a beautiful day,
It
and
is.
I'm enjoying it and embracing it. What else can I do?
Nothing more, nothing more. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Shari Beckford. I've been a serial entrepreneur since I was 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
I've written 5 books, but published only 4. Um, I'm big in the beauty industry. I run a cosmetic company also. You can see behind me compelling cosmetics and then the author side and then the teaching side. Well, there are many hats that I wear, but the one that I mainly wear is the one that says I'm inspired to inspire others. So that's how I am. That's Shari.
Oh,
And I'm a Jamaican.
oh yes, I hear that beautiful accent. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit more about your cosmetic line. What motivated you to start it?
Well, I've been in the cosmetic industry since I was 60. So I think my journey with entrepreneur love came into place in the beauty industry because I'm a full blown cosmetologist from the hair to the makeup to the nails. Yes, that's what motivated me. So my products like Compelling Cosmetics, we are a vegan luxury line
Hmm.
which allows you to look like this for all the day. So it's perfect and it's nourishing your skin, not doing anything. So for me, my cosmetic line was my baby that prompted me to say, listen, if you're gonna uplift, you're gonna uplift. You're gonna just do it. And when I started this company, I started with just lipstick, honestly, just lipstick. And I started with 5. And I decided I wanted to go all in. It's all in or nothing. Why not? So Compelling was born from resilience, and while I was coming through my depression, Compelling has become my baby. And let's say she's been good to me.
That is great. That's great. So to dive a little deeper, depression. It is something that we all deal with from time to time, even if we do not want to admit it.
Yes.
Um, Tell us a little bit about how you dealt with it, um,
Mm.
your strengths. How would you motivate somebody else to come out of it?
Staying in depression, I used to tell myself it's a choice, Shari. You can lay in the bed, let the makeup cake up on the bathroom counter, or you go wear those clothes, or you gotta have to do something. But one of the things that helped me, 2 things that helped me, it was my partner. He was gentle and peaceful with me. And then my writing, it was writing that helped me to everything I wanted to say and everything I thought was bottled up inside me. I wanted to say it. I was in depression probably for 3 years, but I never realized it.
Hmm.
So I kept eating and eating and eating. But the one thing that I had that I think kept me grounded was my discipline. I was disciplined that I would write a page a day until I got something done. So this is one of my latest book I just published. It's on Barnes and Nobles. And I was determined and I was disciplined. So even though mentally I wasn't here, physically I was showing up. So I would still put the outfit on. I didn't look this great and I'll show up. But depression is something that it hides itself and it hides in you. And then if you're not careful, and sometimes you got to do the checklist. Is the room messy? Check. Am I overeating or am I undereating? Check. Am I distancing myself? Check. Am I too quiet when I used to be loud? So there's signs that tell us something is going wrong. And the only way you can get out of depression is when you say, listen, I got to take a stand. So you got to set goals. This is where goals come into getting out of depression. Set goals and get excited about them. Since you don't want to be excited about yourself, be excited about these goals and go after them one by one. But don't start with nothing big. I'll tell everybody, start with something small. The smaller you start, and when you take that little list off, that finishing feeling comes over you. So depression is no joke, but depression can give you some solace when you get out of it.
Yes, ma'am, that is so true. Especially coming from somebody who's dealt with it and experienced, I totally understand that. And the eating part, that eating, I don't know what comfort and how it brings it, but it
The
does.
refrigerator became your
Oddly,
best friend. It
it
became, it come,
does.
yeah. It's not
Now,
nice,
did
but
you gain weight from that? And if so, do you still have that weight on, or did you lose
no.
it?
While I was going through my depression, in 2021, 2022, I, in my opinion, I thought I lost everything I ever worked for in my life, and it depressed me. At that time, I was weighing 165 pounds. By the time I got comfortably in my apartment of depression, I was over 217 pounds. With the help of my equal part, and probably one of the best parts of me, other than, my characters, as he would say, he said to me, I won't force you to do anything, but I'll stand by you. Whatever you choose to do, you choose to be fat, or you want to go back to being a slim girl or a
That's
medium thick,
love
whatever
right
you want
there.
to do, you're good. I love you regardless. And I am now back to 167 pounds. So I lost over 50 pounds. And I can graciously say, a girl feels good. I put my clothes on now and I just snatch right back. And I feel amazing because this outfit was one of my favorite. And I was about to give it away and I looked at it and I got motivated. I said, girl, you paid a lot of money for that top. You better not. So it's either you go shrink down so the arms can get loose again, or, but losing the weight, it wasn't easy, but mentally, it felt like it. I would get up every morning. I literally put my bed in front of the mirror. Every morning I would get up and I stand there and I said, oh, you lost a little weight today. I'm going to be honest with you. Even when I know I didn't lose it, I was telling myself, girl, you're losing the weight. You look good. That was my hype. That was my hype. And I kept that going. So even now, sometimes I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, girl, you're getting too skinny. You're getting too skinny. And then I'm like, but girl, you don't want to trick yourself. But I think anything you want, the first place to put it is here. Put it here. And the next place to put is on paper. Put it on paper and mean what you're writing. It's like when I open my own book sometime and I skip to a quote and I say, wow, and I see people comment on what my book means to them. Last night, one of my readers, she texted me and she said to me, I'm gonna read what she said to me.
Okay.
And I was laying in bed and it honestly felt so rewarding to hear somebody say it to me. We were texting at she texted me late last night, she texted me 5 a.m. this morning again.
Oh, wow.
This is so like, okay. I said to her, how do you like the book? Honestly, somehow me and you, we have similar situations, but I'm doing my best to stay strong, to not lose it. Your books help me a lot to have more faith and to push myself forward and know who I am and who God created me to be. So
Mm,
thank you. I don't regret buying your book. Keep it up, love. You just don't know what you're doing for others. Thanks again. And when she did that, it felt like, girl, you wrote this book 5 years ago. Put it in the laptop for 5 years. And now that it's out, it's like you were pregnant for 5 years. And when you give birth, you're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. But everything is a process. And I always believe that time, you don't control that, but you can set yourself up. Set yourself up. You never know when success is coming. You never know when depression is going. You'd never know. But if you're in depression and you want to, there's no easy way out, but there's some cute ways out. Do a little shopping. Buy an outfit for something you don't have any real plans for. Tell yourself, I'm going to a big convention, a seminar, an event. I'm going somewhere. This is what I'm going to wear. And the minute you start telling your brain that, you know what happens? Your brain starts searching for places to take you. You might not have the money now, but listen, you got the outfit. That's step one. And you just got to keep going. You keep going no matter what. Just go. Go.
That is amazing. And what is the title of that book that she is referring to?
The title of this book is Read This Before You Fall Apart.
Mm,
And
that is
this is a book,
strong.
we call it a real guide to surviving depression, pain, and emotional overload. So, what this book is, it tells you a story about me growing up as a sickly child. And then it shows you, look, you're either going to make up your mind to live or you're going to make up your mind to die. And whichever one you decide, it's going to be on you. So, in this book, I talk about me being ill and what it taught me. I think I visited a hospital more than I'd visited my school. And it taught me gratitude because whenever I would go home, I would be so excited to see my cousins and my brothers and just run around. I know the doctor said, take it easy, Shari. But the truth is, some of us, we have so much life in us, and I might not be able to do everything that everybody else is doing, but I'm good at what I do. I've realized that I said last week on an interview, I don't need to fit in.
Mm,
I'm very tall in my opinion, and when I put my shoes on, I'm even taller. So why would I want to fit in when I'm always gonna stand out? I'm the tall girl in the room with the big hair and
mhm.
the pretty makeup. Why would I want to fit in? I don't. So I'm not gonna force myself anywhere I don't belong. I'm always gonna want to go where I want to go and do what I want to do. That's just who I am.
And that is wonderful. That is wonderful. Now, as far as fitting in and even growing up dealing with the sickness, I know your mental, your mindset to be able to still go home and run around and be excited to see your family members. Like, how would you tell somebody to manage their mindset? Because I know that is something that is not simple. Um, what
Discipline.
motivated you?
Discipline. I remember there's so many stories I could tell you about my childhood that it showed you that my resilience was never one to play with. I was told I can't and I won't.
Mm.
Some of the worst things were taught to me. I've had people say, "Oh, she ain't gonna be nothing." Well, you got tricked. She
They
became
did.
something. And I don't, I like that I take life as a serious joke because sometimes stuff happen that I don't even understand how did it happen. But then I'm a person that journals. I journal every day. And every year after I'm done with my journal, I burn it. That's my pause. I'm done. I don't keep them. I don't need to keep them. Those are days that, I might have a picture that. So every year when I'm done with my journals, I burn them or I throw them away. I'm done with that. On to the new. So my 2026 journal, I just started that. Anywhere I stop in 2025, I burn it. I throw it out. Your mindset. This is how it is. Don't keep the things that are going to remind you of the things you don't want.
Mm.
Build momentum. Momentum builds character. and it heightens your ego. And if your ego is correct, when you're moving, you move with a certain attitude and a certain grace. So for me, telling you, don't think small. Just think of it like you're climbing. You're climbing. But the higher you climb, they said, the more you get exposed. So the more popular you get, the more people want to tear you down.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to understand, it's a ladder. And when you're going up, there are people down there trying to pull you down because they want to pass you or they want to get to the level you're on. So you see, your mindset got to be greater than your attitude. Your attitude is included, but your mindset has to be disciplined. Know that I will not spend this $10 tomorrow because I'm going to need it tomorrow. Today, if I spend this $10 today and I need it for tomorrow's investment, I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So no. And if I don't write and if I don't journal and if I don't get the things that need to get done today, my day is messed up. My day is crazy. I don't know what other people use, but I can say this. Writing, noting what you want and what you're going through is important. Finding the music that match what you're feeling is important. All of these things, they combine themselves, and when they combine themselves and you apply them to where your mindset is, oh darling, you're unstoppable. Totally unstoppable.
Yes, yes, yes. I know journaling can definitely be a release. There are many ways to release things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, and that helps you write those books and then look at where you are now. That is definitely inspirational. And with you doing all of that, do you have to take time out to reset, or is there ever a time where you give yourself a break from the world and all that you're dealing with or facing at times?
Yes. I, in order to curate 2026, in 2025, I had to shut my social medias off. I deleted TikTok, deleted Facebook, deleted Instagram, LinkedIn. I deleted everything that was social media related. And I focused on my goals because in 2020, I wrote a 5 year goal. My
Mm-hmm.
5 year goal is to ensure that I have my two last books published, my company on a road where it can maintain and sustain itself, um, my health to be in good sitting. And when August came last year, I was like, hold up, I never finished the books. So all I needed to do actually was to get the cover. I needed to get the editing done because this book was there for 5 years. It's on my other
Wow.
workbook, my goal accelerating workbook. They've been there for 5 years sitting, but I've been depressed, and I accept that when I realized what was going on, I said, "Mm-mm, stop it right there. Stop it." And I turned off everything. My phone was on do not disturb all the day. If I see a missed call that's important, I'll call them back. There were people telling me, um, you're in a business, you can't keep your phone. I'm like, no, 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 no. If I shut down, this business go down. So if I need to take time and come back, that's what I'm going to do. And that's exactly what I did. I took my time off from social media. I kept my head down, building products, curating products. What do I need in my products? Finishing my book, working on my everything. I was working. So I needed to know who I was working with, why I was working, how is it gonna benefit me? These are what I was doing. And the results look good. Before December ended, my 5 year goal was done because I did this in 2020. And there's a book I have called The Time Capsule that's about to come out on Barnes and Nobles. And
Yeah.
by the time I got done, one second, honey. Mhm. And Hmm. That's it.
You're fine.
And by the time I got done, I realized you got to set some new goals. You got to set some big goals. You got to say you want to go to Monaco. That was all everything that I was doing. And now this year I feel ignited. I feel ready. Girl, I have my classes I'm teaching again. I have seminars to speak at. I have interviews doing. And I'm like, girl, you had to just be depressed for a while. But I'm
Mm.
happy I never stayed in depression because who else gonna save you? Mentally, you're gonna have to get up one way or another. You're gonna have to get up.
That is awesome. And I know how it is with that removing yourself from social media.
Oh,
You
it's
have
not
people like
easy.
me who are scared. That's what I was about to say. You have people like me who are scared and will try to use the excuse, well, that's like that's my promoting and that's how I get everything out there. So if I take it off, nobody's gonna see me or nobody's gonna know what's going on. So a lot
That's what
of
I
us
thought.
are afraid to do that, but you have manifested that is not true.
Mm-mm, it is. I thought that, and I was like, it allowed me to do things the old-fashioned way.
Mm,
And I'm going to be honest with you, it's built momentum. I got to talk to people in person, and I'd go to an event, and somebody would say to me, "Oh, what's your social media?" I say, "I don't have social media." They say, "So how you running a business?" I'm like,
right.
"I'm running the business. I am the business. I'm the billboard. I'm the marketing director, the CEO, the founder, the curator. You're talking to me." And then they're like, "So what's about your visibility?" I said, "My page is there. You can look at it. I'm just not on it." And being that I had to go to the old school way, handing out flyers, talking to people, showing them the products, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't miss social media because I built a
Mm,
clientele in the last 4 months that I never had.
with
I had
social
social
media.
media, but most of my clientele, I realized they came from in person when they would meet me and they would say, "Oh, I love your makeup. What are you wearing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I run a cosmetic company. You should check my stuff out." That's how I got people. And I realized social media, yeah, but it's a distraction.
Mm,
It's a distraction if you don't use it the correct way. I think it's just a post and go. Don't post and stay. Cause you're gonna be you're gonna lose time by the time you do no. Sometimes I used to get lost on social media for hours.
mm,
Looking at this post, looking at that post, and I was wasting my time. And as soon as I got serious about turning it off, girl, I was clocking 16 16 a day, meaning
oh wow.
I could write 16 tasks per day and I get them done.
Complete them.
Before, two. And then I'm going to complain the entire night. Oh, I could have done this. I could have done that. I never did. No, sometimes you got to turn the noise off and
Mm.
focus on what you got to do and where you're going. It's important. It's important. Discipline. This is what I'm teaching my students right now. Discipline. Discipline. If you don't have it, you lose control. Discipline. So people have talked about boundaries. Oh yeah, do you have discipline to keep the boundary? Discipline, darling. Discipline.
That is definitely a strong word. We're going to make that our word for today.
Discipline.
Yes, ma'am. And speaking of that, the inspiration behind the Stillness and Strength movement in your upcoming seminar, tell us more about that.
So the stillness and strength seminar. Oh, it's. I feel so overwhelmed about it. Stillness and strength seminar. What's behind it is inspiring others, especially
Mm,
women. Women go through so much, and yet we don't even realize. You men want to compare themselves. You're not like us. You don't have a monthly cycle. You don't
mm,
have to deal with all these things. I know, yes, you have to carry the weight of the world, but we get to carry the weight inside of us. And The Stillness and Strength seminar was curated by Clover Sotelo, and she said to me, I want you to be on it, and I want you to be the keynote speaker because she's a cancer survivor. And she said, when I was coming through my cancer, even when I felt like I wanted to die, you
Mm.
said to me, you don't have that option. You're going to have to live, and you're going to have to tell people that you survived. And she said, I want you to speak life into these women like you did to me. And I'm like, speak life? What do you mean? She said to me, and maybe people see this, but in my head, it's just me talking. She said, whenever you open your mouth, people get inspired. And I've been hearing that a lot lately. And I'm like, no, I want to shut up because people be calling me like, if there's such a thing as taking my energy, people be calling for it. And she said to me, I want you to help me. I don't know what I'm doing. And I know you're good at events and I know you're good at a lot of things. And I want you to help me. And I said to her, okay. But about this keynote speaker thing, you can probably pick someone else. She said, nope, it's gonna be you. And we started on it and everything. And she said to me, I want authors. I want people that are writers, people to share. I said, all right, I'll make a call. And I got a few doctors, authors, and people to commit to come to this thing. And I have authors from Kelly Gomez, from Anel de Castro,
Wow.
Dr. Rachel, Dr. Anest, no, Dr. Mesa, Dr. Margaret. And I have to say a special shout out to the founder, CEO, also a victim of domestic violence, Dr. Martha. Oh my God. She's from the Wings to Freedom Foundation. Amazing, amazing woman doing amazing things. And this event is made to uplift. It's about to change your mindset. If you're not in the mood, you better get in the mood because if they say I wear big hair, bright colors over my eyes sometime, and if it's not bright colors on my eyes, it's gonna be red. When I come about serious stuff. I'm the most serious joker you'll ever meet, honestly speaking. But you will. I'm excited about it. Honestly, I'm excited to go and share and just lift the spirit of those who need it the most. I'm excited. I wish you could fly
That
and you
is
could fly it for us,
great.
you know?
I know. I know. Yes, and please don't stop talking because you definitely, definitely are truly motivational. Just talking to you now, Lord have mercy, you don't know I'm fighting back, right? I am fighting. I really am. And that book, I need it. Um, Tell us how we can purchase your books. Tell
So
us
you
how
can go
we
on
can
Barnes
find
and
you.
Nobles.
Hmm.
Barnes and Nobles and search Shari Beckford. Currently, you'll see this one pop up. This is the one that they be saying, oh, you went through all of that and you came out to that. There's a special little picture in the back. Not going to show you, but if you get it, you get it. There's a special little picture in the back that says she came from this to this. And you can, so there's two places you can get the book.
Hmm.
Barnes and Nobles, or you could go to the Compelling Cosmetic website because I registered this book to be a part of the Compelling Cosmetics because it's a part of being compelling. You're gonna
Hmm.
have to fight your way through. So, what kind of person would I be if I, oh, the book's no, no. It has my name on it, so it's compelling. It has my vibes in it, so it's compelling. Compelling Cosmetics, I don't want people to just brand me as just skincare and makeup. Don't do that. Don't box me in. I told you, I don't try to fit in nowhere. People say to me, but you're paid. No. When you go to compelling, you should remember it's because of who I am. It's not just me selling you products to put on your skin. No. I want you to have an attitude that I'm compelling. You have the right to be compelling and you have the right to look compelling. So why is it when you open your mouth, you shouldn't compel a room? So go on Compelling Cosmetics and get your book. And while you're there, get the perfect cleanser for your skin. Yes, it doesn't dry you out. This is a detoxing cleanser. Listen, And when you're done getting your stuff, I want you to say, "Oh my God, I feel great because I'm using my own stuff, yes, and I feel great. My skin isn't breaking out. My makeup isn't running off my face when I sweat. I feel amazing. I go out and I'm so confident. I don't have to run to the bathroom because, sometimes you get a little bruise, your nose. I don't get it. I'm confident now. When I'm done, I just put my setting spray on. This is my setting spray. And I'm good for the day. And when I'm done with my makeup for the day, this is my cream for the night. I'm actually in my office right now, so I have everything on my desk. So if you're saying she came prepared, yes, I'm in the office. I have everything on the desk, the books, everything's here. So I want you to, I want the audience to know this for this year. There are three words you need in your life: intentional, discipline, and the last one is going to be surviving.
Mm.
You're going to survive it. It's a matter of how you want to look while you're surviving. I choose to look like this, and I don't want to look any less than this, because I remember the days when my head would hurt so bad after all the medicine that I couldn't let anybody touch my head. It would feel like you're trying to torture me. So go get your book and get your cleansers and your moisturizers and be fabulous and compelling. That's what I want people to know. Don't just see it as, oh, it's just cosmetics. No. It's an uplifting movement. And if you're on the movement, you want to be compelling. That's it. That's it.
Well, Miss Shari, thank you so, so very much for coming on with us today. Now, do you have social media now, or are
Yes,
you
I
still
have Instagram.
So tell us how we can find you on all
You
platforms
can
that you
find, I
have.
only have one social media. Now, I usually have multiple. Oh my God. My social media is Compelling Cosmetics, INC at the end. That's it. Compelling Cosmetics. And you can find me there. You can go on LinkedIn. I have LinkedIn again at Shari Beckford. That's it. I don't have anything else other than my
And if
company and my books.
yes, yeah, you have a lot. Definitely a lot. I am so, so, so very proud of you because not everybody can do it. Not everybody can come out of
Mm-mm.
it. And you have inspired. You are
Girl,
truly, truly an
girl,
inspiration. I want you
listen,
to
I
know
want you
that.
to get the book. And
I
I want you to get the book. You know why? There's a
am.
quote in here. There's so many quotes, but I'm gonna read you one.
Okay.
It says, "Your fear is loud because your purpose is powerful. The closer you get to your destiny, the stronger fear becomes, but only because it knows you're capable of greatness. Take fear as confirmation you're going in the right direction and push forward anyway." That's one of the quotes that you have to get up and you read it. And when I get that kind of feeling, I'm like, oh yes, this is why.
Mm.
So you got to put words in there and you got to use those words correctly. When things are falling apart sometime, it doesn't mean you stop. It means you keep going because they might be falling in place. It's not, no. I had to learn that. In the beginning of the book, remember I told you early on about 2020, 21, 22.
Hmm.
So in the beginning of my book, I spoke about that. And then I dived back into the childhood trauma and the sickness and everything. But the one thing I will never tell anybody to do. Don't let it keep anything captive. Don't let anything keep you captive. Because what? There's one way in and there's one way out. There's no in between. The in between is your choices. And if you choose to walla walla in the depression and the sadness and the not looking good and not feeling fabulous, even if you don't know how to do makeup and you like it, start practicing. Don't go out there telling people they wear too much makeup. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Discipline. It's discipline. Before I got to this stage, I went to school. And even after I left school, I still wasn't this good, but I was disciplined to learn. So I went back. Now I can just put on a face like this in 15 minutes and I'm done. Done. I kid you not. It took me 17 minutes to get this face on. That's what happens when you're using good stuff. You can just rush and rush and rush and done. No walla walla over here. None.
I'm gonna steal that word, walla walla.
No walla walla. That means no
No walla
confusion, no
walla.
distraction, no walla walla. Get out of here.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I have really enjoyed talking to you today. Thank you again so much for being here. To our audience, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please, please, please go follow her. Check out her books and everything that she has coming up because she is truly an inspiration, and I pray that she
Yeah.
continues to do so.
Right there, darling. I'm
Yes,
learning it. My daughter says, when
ma'am.
you're done, you should do this, mom.
The
And I'm
clocky,
like,
clock.
whatever that is, this is. And then she's, wait, I'm doing it like this. She said, no, mom, it's like this. I said, that's too
Like
hard.
this.
I like this one. But it
Yes,
was
well, you are
wonderful. I'm
definitely
happy you could
clocking
have
it.
me. And I hope everyone listening and everyone that's probably going to hear it later, I hope you take this from it. Do not allow yourself to be the victim of what's already past. That season has ended. Stop picking up trash and bringing it into the future. Leave it. No walla walla. Be intentional. Be disciplined and be a survivor no matter what. That's my word. And that's from the compelling corner. That's it. Be compelling. It's your choice.
Yes, ma'am. And with that being said, you guys have a compelling rest of your day. Thank you again,
Bye,
and we will see you
everyone. Happy
next
compelling
time.
Tuesday.